How good are you?
Like really good.
Like really, really good?
Yeah, all the reallys.
Welcome to the Screen Rant Sports Desk, everybody. How are we feeling? I feel like a fraud up here because I don't know how to do sports reporting.
No, you're doing it right now. Come on.
Coming into the show, what was everyone's golf knowledge and what was your favorite thing you actually learned about the sport of golf? Let's start with you because you had, how was your swing in the beginning versus the end of filming?
No, in the beginning there was no swing to talk about. I had never picked up golf before, and my knowledge of the game was very sort of minimal. But yeah, and then once I found out I got the part, I started training a lot more, and I started learning about the game. And then once you golf is just sort of endless. But it's a beautiful game, and I learned about the technical aspects of it, but also so much philosophy sort of like intertwined with the actual game itself. So you start to become accustomed with that as well. So now I know a lot.
And he got really good.
He's incredible.
He got super good in the, while we were filming, and he was doing some incredible shots, and everyone was like, did you get that on camera? No, that was great.
It's always like, sorry, we just cut the tape.
Yeah.
No one will believe you.
One. We missed it. He had a hole in one and we didn't get it on camera. It was crazy.
Everybody was cheering and everybody was talking about it everywhere, and it was great.
Yeah,
I really got into it.
I heard it was to a point where at some points they did not need your golf double.
No.
Yeah. So like the first couple episodes is my golf double, but then by the end of it, I think most of them are pretty much me. But my golf double was incredible. Justin's amazing, and I learned so much from him. He was a huge asset for me. So, but yeah, got pretty good. Yeah.
What is the secret to the perfect golf pose? Like when you're leaning down, you're looking at the ball.
Oh,
those are some. I mean, I feel like when I watch this, like I love watching them do that.
Yeah. There's something fascinating.
There's an aura about
there's
it.
something fascinating about like that intensity, that strong focus. It's like that in and of itself is just beautiful to watch. Somebody care that much about something so small.
Yeah. Exactly, I agree.
And like watching the player play too is insane, right? Like watching Santi go through all that stuff too.
Yeah.
It's emotional.
Yeah.
And as Peter is saying, the philosophical aspect for me was like taking dimension of how the sport is kind of a metaphor for life in many aspects. And the processes that the golf player is going through in that walk of 18 holes. It's like this person, going through the obstacles in life. It's just, if you do an analysis of how it emulates life and how it connects to the character's journey in this sense, it's amazing to see the similarities, and it's great that they took this sport that involves so much will force and the development of your will force, and that this is happening to the characters as well.
It's kind of the summer of golf, because Happy Gilmore 2 is coming out as well, and summer of golf. Where do you think Santi ranks in the or fits into the on-screen golf greats?
Number one. No, I can't, answer something like that because I have no idea. There's so many greats before me. Tin Cup was a great movie that I saw, and Kevin Costner's character is so sort of iconic in that. But Happy Gilmore is just so iconic. I can't rank myself for Santi anywhere up there. But it was definitely a luxury to play him and learn about the sport and all that stuff. But it's a pretty fun sport to shoot with, being outside so much.
Yeah.
So just great to
we
shoot.
Had a blast.
fun.
The golf carts were like,
We had so much fun.
Yeah.
We got in a lot of trouble with the golf.
I was gonna say, it's like slow down, guys.
Oh yeah.
We had to convince people to allow us to
Allow us
ride in
to
the
have
same
them.
golf carts and
They'd
stuff
hide
like
the
that.
keys.
Yeah, they'd hide
we'd
the
be
keys.
driving around too
Yeah.
much. Yeah.
It's like, where's Lilli? Like,
Gone.
taking off with the golf cart somewhere.
Yep.
I mean, tell me about kind of creating this family too. In some ways a found family, in some ways a real family, but you're in an RV, that's close quarters. I mean, what was that journey like for you and your characters, and what did you love about that element?
Yeah. I mean, we got so lucky in that this group of people is like the most delightful, incredible group of people off screen and on. And I think, there's a lot of, there are a lot of complicated dynamics in those sort of on-screen relationships, and there's a lot of growth and a lot of depth. But I think, honestly, we were just so lucky. We all really trust each other. We all really adore each other. And I think that shows up with these folks driving around in the RV. They all kind of fall in love with each other and really become a family.
Yeah, and it's what happens in the show too, the life of the actors. We always come into different projects. We don't know each other. Sometimes you know someone, but most of the time you're just like with new strangers that you become eventually very close by the end of the filming.
Yeah.
And this is kind of what's embedded in the series too, and it's kind of the commentary of the movie too, that sometimes you just get to be with a bunch of apparent strangers with the same goal, and that same purpose kind of builds a relationship and builds bonds and strengthens the bonds and everything. So it was really,
And it's
by the
great-
end we didn't want to leave, of
Yeah,
course.
no,
Yeah.
We were like,
That's a good-
let's continue
Yeah,
playing.
but also what it does is like when you're dealing with the show like found family, it makes you learn more about yourself. So like
Definitely.
when you're confronted with these new people
Yeah.
and these new situations, like you sort of internalize so much and you get to grow and you get to see, it's like you're seeing your evidence of your own growth. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Because like we all change so much in the show. We grow so much.
How did you bond as a family? Like, is it? Do you go play Top Golf? Is that like feel like work?
These two were
You know,
We're
like
going to
when
play
Santi and
golf,
Zero,
yeah.
well, Santi and Zero like caddy golfer, we did that in
Yeah.
real life. We would go
Yeah.
out, like we shot
I
in
carry his
Vancouver.
stuff around every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scream at me
Yeah,
when I didn't
yeah,
hit
yeah.
the right shot, when
Yeah,
I missed
yeah.
too much. No, but we would really go golf together and she'd be my caddy and we loved doing it in real life as
Yeah.
well, like when we had time off and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
it's really fun.
And then we would all get dinners. I mean, she really kind of
Yeah.
became
the mom.
my mom.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
text her and I go, mommy,
Yeah.
mommy, mommy. So it's
Yeah.
like, it kind of became
Yeah.
real in many ways, which was nice.
Yeah.
I love that. Well, I see a sports show on Apple TV Plus. My first comparison or go-to is like, oh, is this the next Ted Lasso? Do you think that's a fair comparison, or how do you think that Stick sets itself apart from other sports shows we've seen?
I mean, I feel like this, you know, if you love Ted Lasso, I do think you'll love this because I feel like there's a lot of real humanity and joy in this. And I do think that something that does set this show apart is that sort of almost alchemical balance between sort of humanity, real issues, real things that we encounter in our lives every day, and this sort of incredible wonder and joy and passion around the sport. And just around the humor and the comedy that exists in the show. I think, like, you know, there's not a lot on TV that really just makes you feel good and happy to watch. And I think this is one of those.
What attracted you most to Zero?
I mean, the writing in this show is incredible. And I actually had a call before I had a chemistry read with Peter. I had a call with Jason, our showrunner, and to sort of just hear more about the character and about his sort of thoughts of where they would go. And the way that he spoke about Zero, the way that he spoke about this story, I knew I had to be a part of this. I needed to, because it's they're such a special character, such a special person. Jason was so collaborative in developing them with me. And these scripts are just incredible. So yeah, easy yes,
You
easiest
could
yes.
detect from the audition when you get a script like that, you're like,
It's gonna be good.
I hope I get casted, because it's just really good, effective, transparent, and heartfelt writing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's consistent along the whole show, and it's just like it's full of emotion, like good writing is. You know, there's like, it's embedded with the emotion that's happening, it's bubbling with it, and that leads to the comedy, but it leads to a lot of heartfelt moments and just you know, these little paths that the characters have to travel to get to some truths that are going to be revealed about themselves and about what they're living.
Yeah, I mean, and there's so much humor and truth too. Like even in I think it's the first episode when Mitz is like, "I'm gonna go watch Housewives." It's pretty funny, but it's also I watch Housewives to relax for real.
I love that for Mitz. I'm like, as he should.
That's perfect.
Girl, go watch your Housewives. I love it.
Well, since we're on the sports deck, I'm trying to think of a sports desk thing to do here. But if we're signing off about Stick, what do you want to say?
Ooh.
What do they do on
Birdie
a sports desk?
machine.
I would say like, what do you want it to be sports related? What I want to say?
Oh,
Yeah.
sign up.
Oh, do you want me to say like an
volunteered.
anchor or something?
I
Like
do.
sports-
I do.
Okay, what? It's called sports. What's
Yeah, Screen Rant. Screen Rant.
All right. Which camera should I look into? This one?
Mijito.
All right.
Signing off with Peter Dager
Lilli Kay.
And Mariana Treviño.
and
I'm Ash Carlson for Screen Rant. Good night, everybody.
good night.